Hello, my freaky darlings. Oh, did you hear me talking? Hi, baby. As soon as I said hello, he made a chirping noise and flipped his head over so I would pay attention to him. Yeah. How are your nails getting so sharp so soon? We just took you to get your nails done. I want to get him one of those emery board puzzle boxes where you put TREATS in it and then they like paw at it and uh-oh. Do you have my hand? Is that your hand now? Can I... No? No. Yeah. Good baby. Alright, well I have to play the game at some point. Yeah. Bar, 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 bar. Okay. You probably hear the fan. He's a little bit far away for you to hear him purring. More pets! More pets for the baby! Yeah. Uh-oh, yeah, you really got my hand. Okay, well. Alright. Michael. Good boy. My big fluffy baby. He's probably so hot. So I turned the fan on for him. Yeah? I mean, we brush him lots, so we've been pulling a lot of underfur out. Because he loves getting brushies, so. But it is really hard to tell with him. Okay. Here. Look up at camera. Come say hi to camera. No, not stare into my eyes. Look over here. Not stare into my eyes. Oh, he's just so cute. Here, look in the camera. Say hi. There he is. Okay. Let's actually start the game at some point. Alright. Where did it go? There it is. I don't remember buying. Alright. What's the shirt say? Jinx. Woo, the game is loud. Why is it not showing the capture? That's weird. Alright. Our little boat. Bean, somebody was making sharp biscuits on my arm. Do you know who it could have been? I've gotten some feedback that people have been appreciating me reading the dialogue out. It does mean that everything will take twice as long, because we have my voice acting and the character's voice acting. But, we want to make sure it's fully accessible if people are having a hard time reading it or just don't want to look. If they're just lurking and doing something else. But I'm not going to talk over the voice actors or turn them off, even if there is a way. Because I like it, so the levels will just take longer. The air outside is indeed much better. Shen, let's go and have some free sweet fried dough twists.
你不是刚跟张知县拍胸脯，说要帮他找血衣吗？
Didn't you just promise Judge Chang to help him with the coat? Find the coat? Actually, I should have grabbed my hand fan. You're gonna go over there, Bean? I'll turn on the rotation for the fan. He loves being on the desk, but he's just slightly too big for it. So as soon as he starts trying to groom and stuff, he starts like slipping off and then he leaves. So it's clear it's like not that comfy for him because he's too big, but he just likes to be over here for as much as he can.
既然阿福兄弟愿意帮忙，寻获血衣必定指日可待。
Since Afu is willing to help, it is certain that we will soon find Lo Pei's coat.
马捕头也不必安排衙役们去找了。
Officer Ma, you needn't arrange for soldiers to search anymore.
是。
Okay.
我这不是想找个理由出来转转吗？
I just wanted to find a reason to go outside for a walk. To go out for a walk.
在衙门里干等了一上午，那罗世文还没醒，可把我闷坏了。
We waited in the court all morning. Lo Xinwen still hadn't awakened. It's really boring.
那待会儿知县问起来，你打算怎么交差？
If the judge asks, how will you explain yourself?
这不还有先生吗？
Well, I count on you, Shen.
我可没答应帮忙。
I didn't agree to help.
唉，瞬间没有心情找好吃的了。
I suddenly lost in the mood to look for delicious food. Are you coming or not?
要去哪儿？
Where?
罗世文家。
Lo Xinwen's house?
他首次作案，经验不足，时间又紧，说不定会在家里留下线索。
Somebody put a bit of fluff in the air. I don't know who it could have been. It was his first crime. There might be clues.
嘿嘿，先生的思路就是清晰。
Shen, you come up with the directions so clearly. This is the courtroom. There will be no admittance. Alright. Oh, this is not the direction to Lo Xinwen's house. We don't get to find out what that guy with a book on his head is about right now. That's apparently later S's problem. Master Lo murdered? God bless! His nephew a murderer? That ungrateful Lo Shen? Yes, it is him. He is even a scholar. Yes, shame on him. Oh, there's a circle drawn on this paper, and there are also many words written on it. This seems to be a pass list of the candidate examination. I'm not sure why it's here, though. Wow, all these people on the list are scholars? The candidate examination is divided into country level, prefectural level, prefectural, so like a prefect. I know what a prefect is, I've just never used that tense of the word before. Prefectural level and academy level. This is for the country level. County. I know how to read. I did not pass the the scholar exam, apparently. The county level examination. But what, Shen? Nothing. Shen, look! This is Makino bamboo! After carbonization, this type of bamboo can be used to make excellent filaments for lamps. Shen, that green fish looks so beautiful. That fish doesn't look green to me. I wonder if that's a real kind of fish. This game has a lot of stuff that it teaches you about, so I imagine it is. I should look it up. Somebody write down, somebody put in chat that name of fish so I can Google a picture of it, but I don't want to click off the screen right now. This type of fish is called a Bangana decora. It is a unique species found in the Hunan province. Wow, it does sound delicious. Does it? It would be great to have a fishing rod. Do you also want to eat fish, Shen? I just want to go fishing. Then let me make a fishing rod for you, Shen. No, let's investigate the case first. But he seriously considered it. He genuinely thought about pausing this important investigation to go fishing. Seems like he went through some internal struggle. Alright. Lo Pei. The door of Lo Pei's house is tightly locked. There are seals on the door. We still do that exact same thing with, like, basically the exact same kind of seal. Chickens. This is a dry well, and there are many ants around the edge. Did the ants stop? Oh, there they are again. Clicking on the thing stopped it, but I don't know if you guys saw them before. In they go. Shen? Is this Lo Shiwen's house? That's correct. Sorry. Officer Ma has issued an order that no one is allowed to enter. Soldier, do you remember us? We are the detectives who solved Lo Pei's case this morning. The Lo Pei case this morning. I remember. You're the accomplice. Accomplice is not allowed to enter. Soldier, we were entrusted by Judge Shen to search for evidence. Please let us in. Alright. Go in then. Lord has instructed if it's Detective Shen investigating the case, we should cooperate. Your words really work. Alright, into the house we go. Oh, it's quite hot. Not only is it hot, but it's also very stuffy. It's just the beginning of autumn. Why did he start to burn charcoal? Does Lo Shiwen have a weak body, needing to cover himself with a quilt even in the hot summer? Afu, do not make assumptions. Shen, let's finish this search as soon as possible and leave quickly. Honestly. I had accidentally filed them under my weapons instead of my accessories. All right. Let's start on one end. Shen, there are some indentations on this paper that look like handwriting. I see. These are traces left by a fountain pen. Yes, someone used a fountain pen on the table to write something. But the paper with the writing words has already been taken. Shen, who is depicted in this portrait? It's Moriarty, the criminal mastermind from the Sherlock Holmes series. Lo Pei hung the portrait of the criminal mastermind here so he could see him while writing. It seems like he admired him quite a bit. No wonder he became a murderer. The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes, The Adventure of the Navy Treaty, A Case of Identity. Shen, are these all detective novels? Translations of the Sherlock Holmes series written by Arthur Conan Doyle. Shen, don't you think the middle bookshelf feels particularly empty? Yes. Judging by the imprints on the partition, there used to be some ceramic vessels in the middle of the bookshelf, but they are now gone. You can kind of see the little shadow. The background artist did a lot of work. You can really see the details. Like, you could see those little ants. You could see that the book that Lo Pei was holding matched the books on the shelf in the last episode. Like, in here, you can see the tiny little light spots that are clean of dust that Shen is talking about right here. They did not fuck around with the art in this game. It's beautiful. I wonder what's in this cabinet. Let's open it and see. Many crumpled papers are falling out. Let's see what is written inside. The killer attacked someone with a rod, but it rebounded and knocked himself unconscious. So the victim turned into a killer, and the killer turned into the victim. Shen, it appears that all these crumpled papers in this cabinet are discarded novel manuscripts. Very likely indeed. I didn't expect that Lo Pei was actually writing novels. Shen, what do you think of his writing? His ideas are unique, but the writing techniques are not yet mature. Is writing technique important, Shen? Certainly. If one only has ideas without proper techniques, it is hard to create a good story. Clearly, Lo Pei was not satisfied with his own writing either. Having crumpled them into paper balls, yet not wanting to discard them. Indeed, Lo Pei's life seems rather awkward. Seems that someone is helping Lo Pei improve his writing techniques. These few sheets of paper all have notes written in delicate and elegant handwriting. Shen, there are some pills in this bottle. Could they be a knockout drug? Let's take a look. Smoking cessation pills? Does this mean Lo Pei smoked opium too? That's highly possible. Unfortunately, very common. And again, if at any point while you're playing this, you're curious about the real... Alright, apparently in China they called Moriarty Molit-ai. Tons of really great I thought that there was a thing here about the opium crisis, but I could be wrong. What else is in here? Alright, we have no items obtained. Right, so the items updates for each thing. Shen, Lo Pei. Alright. Wow, isn't this a delivery food box from Cow Snacks? This snack shop is quite famous locally. Let me see what delicious food is in the food box. Afu, don't touch other people's belongings without permission. Anyway, Lo Wen won't be back. What a pity to let it go to waste. I'll take care of it instead. A basket of steamed buns! They are all mine. It's so hot in here. These buns have stayed here for 6 hours. Be careful, they might be spoiled. Don't worry, Shen, it's not spoiled. These steamed buns are incredibly delicious. This wall is a bit strange. This blank space on the wall seems to be cleaner than the rest. Can you analyze the possible reason for it?
Huh?
There used to be calligraphy or painting hung on it, but it was recently taken down. I used to be able to do that very smoothly. Exactly. Ooh, that feels nice, actually. Good thing he has this in his hot house. Does Bean need fanning too? Bean needs fanning. Oops, I forgot to zoom back in on my Bean cam. Shen, there's a newspaper on the ground. This is the report about Lo Pei. But the faces of both people in the photo were repeatedly punctured. This should be an act of venting anger. How much resentment must have been in Lo Wen's heart? Right? The wardrobe is locked. The padlock on top is similar to the one at Lo Pei's house. Shen, should I try and pry it open? If I were Lo Wen, I would definitely hide the blood-stained coat in the wardrobe. Alright, it's up to you. If he was gonna pry that open, I probably should have done the last two things. Let's actually come back. Let's do the bed and the... Oh, I can't do the fire pit? Alright. A wooden bed. Judging from the color of the wood, it has been around for quite some years. Alright, well. Never mind, we, didn't have much to do. Chapter 2, Lady in the Wardrobe.
先生，这柜子里躺着一个女鬼啊！
Shen! A ghost lying in the wardrobe!
是一具女尸，已经断气多时了。
It's a female body. She has been dead for some time.
昨天晚上，我们是不是见过她？
Did we see her last night?
沈先生，我好像听到屋内有人叫。
Mr. Shen? I think I heard someone screaming inside the house.
这是
What's this?
又有人死了。
Another body? Someone died.
难道罗世文又？
Could it be Lo Pei again?
军爷，不忙下结论，
Soldier, let's not rush to conclusions.
先容我们调查一下尸体。
Allow us to examine the body first. I knew that. This is another body. This is a detective mystery game. So there's going to be a high density of cases. Of murders. So I'll say again what they just said. Shen, this is the woman we encountered by the river last night. And I saw her photo in the news article. According to that article, her name is Lo Pei, editor of the Golden Words publishing house. She was a longtime partner to Lo Pei. She was responsible for editing all of his books. How did Miss Liu die? Miss Liu. We can only determine that after a thorough examination of the body. Livor mortis was found on the wrist of the body. Abrasions and contusions on the fingertips. Minor subcutaneous bleeding. Fingernails and surrounding skin damaged, possibly from scratching or clawing. Common defensive wounds in strangulation cases, suggesting victims struggled before death. Livor mortis is I always thought it was ligor mortis. Ligor. Is this an accidental translation thing, or am I a derp and I've been saying it wrong? Mute my phone. Rigor mortis is different? Livor mortis present at the ankles, which means there's probably a description in the little facts thing about the difference between the two. There is stiffness present in the toe joints. Is the bruising. Okay. Her jaw joint, neck muscles, upper limb muscles, and leg joints are all exhibiting rigor mortis. Here we go. Rigor mortis has spread throughout the whole body. No signs of relaxation yet. The deceased's face is notably bruised and swollen, with a bluish purple color. It's probably caused by strangulation of the neck and obstruction of blood flow. Blood foam at the corners of the mouth. There's also white powder on the lips. The white powder looks somewhat familiar. Shen, let me take a look. This is a smell of rice. Yes, it is crumbs from a rice cake. Could it be this girl like you ate rice cake with knockout drugs? It is possible. There is a deep red mark below the throat, with localized discoloration and epidermal peeling. There seems to be symptoms of fractural legional cartilage. Her throat was crushed. This is a fatal injury. She was strangled to death. The strangulation mark is thick, long, no sign of finger pressure or crescent-shaped nail marks. It shows that a weapon was used. The murderer may have used a rod-like object to strangle the victim. Anything that had friction could have done it. What's this? There are also 2 vertical marks, evenly distributed on the surface. Afu. This needs to be documented separately. Got it! The weapon is a rod with 2 vertical marks. How are the results of the investigation? The girl in the wardrobe was strangled by a blunt weapon. The time of her death? Her body shows total rigor mortis, with no signs of relaxation. The finger and toe joints are stiff. Preliminary assessment indicates the victim was killed approximately 14 hours ago. But the time of death can be influenced by various factors. My judgment may not be precise. It will be advisable to have a coroner to conduct further examinations for a more accurate analysis. I like that. A lot of times these detective characters will be more resistant to calling in outside help. But Shen is ready and eager to consult a professional of the specific subcategories of his profession, as it were. Oops. It is good that she did not die during my shift. I wonder when you came on duty, was there anyone else who rotated shifts with you? Afternoon. Not long before I came on duty, Officer Ma assigned only me to guard. It's currently 2 p.m., which means you arrived less than 2 hours ago. Seems you have limited information as well. Then, what should I do next? It's a murder case. Go and report to Judge Chang right away. Shen, what should we do next? We need to reinvestigate this room from the perspective of the crime scene. And I like that, because when they were looking here, they weren't looking at it like this was a crime scene. If I look at a thing and the dialogue doesn't change, I won't reread it out. But I will reread it out if the dialogue changes. Shen, it's really hot in this room. I'll extinguish the charcoal brazier. Shen, look! This is partially burned fabric, isn't it? This is silk. From its color and pattern, it looks the same type of fabric as Lo Pei's lost coat. Could this be the bloodstained coat we have been looking for? Lo Shiwen was wearing that overcoat when he disguised himself as Lo Pei. The fabric is quite distinctive, so I don't think I could be mistakenly identifying it. It seems Lo Shiwen used the charcoal brazier to burn the evidence. There's a possibility of that. Although there remains only fragments, but these should be enough to report to Judge Chang. Shen, look here. I have found crucial evidence. What evidence? Footprints. They must have been left by the murderer. How about you take this opportunity to review the method of footprint analysis? You mentioned a proportional relationship between height and barefoot length. Footprint size doesn't equal barefoot length. We should consider shoe type and features. By subtracting inner and outer differences, allowing for space, you can get the barefoot length. Lastly, multiply the length by the barefoot by 7. Then you can roughly estimate the height of the murderer. You remember well. I got it. There are 2 murderers. Their souls are respectively of a wave pattern and a swastika pattern. Why did you stop?
Huh?
I carved a swastika pattern soul for myself a few days ago. And my shoe has a wave pattern. After that, it turns out to be our own footprints. Finding clues is really difficult, isn't it? All contact leaves traces. This principle applies to detectives as well. When we focus on finding the murderer, we tend to ignore our presence at the scene. No, today I must... No, today I must regain my dignity. I'm going to investigate every footprint in the house. 30 minutes later. After searching the entire room, the only footprints I found were mine and yours. Fu, please record this in the case file.
Huh?
Okay, you want to record this too? Sometimes, the absence of evidence can be just as important as the presence of evidence. So teasing Afu aside, that does point out the fact that, hey, there was no footprints. There's a report of boat Lo Pei in the newspaper, but the faces of both people in the photo were punctured. This should be an act of venting anger. Shen, do you think the marks on the wall are related to the murder case? I cannot determine any direct connection at the moment, but it is also possible that there is an indirect connection. I'll take note of it. Good. By the way, how did you know that the steam buns were delivered 6 hours ago? It was written on the note next to the box. It is approximately 6 hours ago. You are really perceptive, Shen. If I had known something like this would happen, I definitely wouldn't have eaten those buns. How was the taste of the steam buns at the crime scene? They were delicious. Not spoiled at all. There are many detective novels on the bookshelf, including several translated versions of the Sherlock Holmes series. Furthermore, judging from the imprints on the partition, there used to be some ceramic vessels in the middle of the bookshelf, but they are now gone. The cabinet is filled with crumpled, discarded manuscripts. Clearly, Lo Pei is not satisfied with his own writing. But recently someone has been helping him practice writing techniques. It's Moriarty, the criminal mastermind from Sherlock Holmes series. It seems like Lo Pei admires him quite a bit. The more I think, the more suspicious it is. The words on the paper must be related to the case. It would be great if we could recover the words from the paper. It's not difficult. You just need to use this. Is it really possible? I wasn't sure if it was the dust or the charcoal itself. Either one would have worked, but I wasn't sure which one specifically it was looking for. Because if you rub the charcoal dust on the... I guess it might not be charcoal dust. I might be misinterpreting. Good idea! Perhaps we could apply charcoal to the paper. The indentations can be made visible. Going away, baby. I can actually see the faint marks on the blank paper. Did you get an itch in your tail, baby? The words appear! Take a look and see what it says. Books were written by Lo Pei. Inadequate. Lo Pei deceived us. Editor responsible. Final ultimatum. If not reported, extraordinary measures. Never tolerate. Many words did not come through clearly. It is fragmented and intermittent. The text is not complete. This should be the second half of a letter. Seems as though Shen is accusing Lo Pei of plagiarizing his book. Flashback mode. No. None of you truly understand. That's mine. It belongs to me. All of this is mine. I see. It's understandable why Lo Pei would react that way when being accused. Lo Pei also mentioned that the editor had responsibility. Isn't Lo Pei's editor Lo Pei? Is this the reason why Lo Pei killed her? It is still difficult to make any conclusions now. Another 30 minutes.
先生，屋子已经搜索的差不多了。
Shen, the house has been searched thoroughly.
咱们接下来怎么办？
Shen, what should we do next?
吕先生是7个时辰前遇害的。
Miss Liu was murdered 14 hours ago.
命案发生的时间，差不多在子夜，也就是我到罗佩家后不久。
The murder occurred around midnight. It is not long after I arrived at Lo Pei's house.
你我很可能是最后见到他的人。
It's highly possible that you and I were the last people to see her.
阿福，昨天晚上你在镇上，可 曾注意到什么异常。
Afu, last night you were in town. Did you notice anything unusual?
咱俩分开后，我就去找船长介绍的那位阿大哥了。
After we separated, I went to find the blacksmith. Chung Ta.
然后在铁匠铺看他打了一晚上铁。
Then I watched him forge iron all night at the blacksmith shop.
终于把需要的零件做好了。
Finally, we prepared all the repair parts I needed.
跟命案有关的事，
Anything related to the murder case?
还真是没注意到。
I really didn't pay attention.
那也正常。
Well, that's normal too.
先生，咱们去问问镇上的人吧，说不定有目击证人呢。
Shen, let's go and ask others in town. There might be eyewitnesses.
虽然可以一试，但案件发生在深夜，有目击证人可能性很低。
Well, it's worth a try. But it's unlikely to have eyewitnesses since the case happened late at night.
白天说不定更有希望成为突破口。
Daytime may offer a better chance to find witnesses.
啊？白天？案件不是发生在晚上吗？
Daytime? Wasn't the case supposed to have happened at night?
这么做的理由是那盒包子告诉我的。
The reason for doing so was revealed to me by the box of steamed buns.
包子啊！
Steamed buns?
包子适合出现在屋内，与现场的某条线索存在明显的矛盾。
The presence of that box inside the house contradicts a certain clue at the scene. What clue is that?
难道是脚印？
Are you referring to the footprints?
没错，有人将包子拿到了屋内，却没有留下任何脚印。
Yes, someone brought steamed buns into the house, but there were no footprints left behind.
这显然是不正常的。
This is obviously abnormal.
你是说有人清理了现场的脚印？
Are you suggesting that someone cleaned up the footprints at the crime scene?
可能是送包子的人，也可能在他之后还有其他人出入过。
It could be the box deliverer, or someone else who entered and left after him.
无论是谁，此人必定与案件有重大关联。
Whoever it is, the person is undoubtedly closely related to the case.
确实，否则他没有必要清理现场的脚印。
Indeed, otherwise there would be no need for him to clean up the footprints at the scene.
被清理掉的不只是脚印，
More than just footprints were cleaned up.
屋内虽没发现打斗的痕迹，但死者身上是有抵抗伤的。
Although no signs of a fight were found inside the house, the victim had defensive wounds.
那些痕迹，说不定也被清理了。
Those fighting traces might have been cleaned up as well.
凶器很可能也是被他带走的。
It is highly possible the murder weapon was also taken away by him.
没错，
That's right.
先生，我们快去找这个人吧。
Shen, let's go find this person right away.
可以先去卖包子的那个高氏小吃看看。
Sure, perhaps we would first visit Kao's shack stall?
顺道再买点好吃的。
Want to buy some snacks?
吃倒是次要的啦。
Eating is not the top priority after all.
我想搞清楚吕先生昨晚经历了什么。
I want to find out what happened to Ms. Liu last night.
他为什么会哭得那么伤心？又是怎么变成了今早这样？
Why was she crying so broken-hearted? How did she become like this by morning?
吴大娘，这便是案发现场了。
Auntie Vu, this is the scene of the crime.
这
Hello,
屋里
Nowhere.
可真热呀！
It is really hot in this house, isn't it?
又是你们！你们在这里干什么？
You again? What are you doing here?
当然是在调查现场了。
Of course, we are investigating the crime scene.
大胆！
How dare you!
断案缉凶是衙门的职责，沈先生管的未免太宽了。
Mr. Shen is overly involved in a matter that should be handled by officials.
柜子中的尸体是我和阿福发现的，我自然是不会袖手旁观。
Fu and I discovered the body in the wardrobe. I couldn't just stand by and do nothing.
想袖手旁观也不行啊，谁知道马捕头会不会又把先生当成凶手？
It's not even possible to stand by. Who knows if Officer Ma might consider us suspects?
哼！若你们真的清清白白，本部岂能冤枉你们？
If you're truly innocent, I will not accuse you wrongly.
闲话少说，赶紧出去！
Enough idle talk. Hurry up and leave.
本部和乌大娘要调查现场了。
Auntie Vu and I are going to investigate the crime scene. Mr. Shen, please leave quickly. If after Officer Ma sees you, he'd draw his sword again. I have a few questions for you, soldier. I'll leave after asking. Okay, go ahead. Have you seen anyone suspicious, soldier? Everything is normal, except... Except what? This Saturday? Are you all finished? Old Cho, he was wandering around early in the morning. Is it an old man dressed as a scholar? Yes, he is an old scholar. Let's go and ask him. Okay, go ahead. Is the seal on the door pasted by you? Yes, it's me. Can you remember the exact time when you put the on the seals? I arrived at noon and first went to post the notice on the wall. I stayed for 15 minutes. The voice acting is for, like, the main cutscenes, unfortunately. I think just because it's a very small studio, and I think it's just cost effective for them to do, like, the main dramatic scenes. It's a very teeny studio, as far as I can tell. Then I came here to put the seals and stand guard. And it's not uncommon of text-based games to just dub, like, the main chunks. Okay, go ahead. Soldier, do you know anything about Lo Shiwen? Lo Shiwen is the lazy bone. He is ungrateful and vicious. No wonder everyone dislikes him. Ungrateful and vicious. Had Lo Pei treated Lo Shiwen well? Lo Shiwen doesn't work, usually. Lo Pei provided him with food, and clothes, and a place to live in. Did Lo Pei do this because his articles were actually written by Lo Shiwen? Lo Pei is a great writer. He's the pride of our Perotown. Even children don't bother to read what Lo Shiwen writes. Okay, go ahead. That's it for now, friend. Alright, so this is where we try and think through things. We can either start doing that or continue to investigate and kind of Do the crumbs on her mouth suggest she had also eaten the rice cakes? In theory, that's correct. Seems the methods in both cases are similar. First incapacitation, then the killing. Her hands show clear signs of defensive wounds, indicated she struggled before death. This is different from Lo Pei's situation. Oh, really? Does that mean she didn't actually eat the rice cake? Or the rice cake she ate didn't contain any knockout drugs? Or she was strangled after regaining consciousness? Both possibilities are plausible. At least, the victim was not strangled while in a state of unconsciousness. The role of the rice cake in this case needs further investigation. Shen, these vertical marks look like some sort of decorative pattern on a rod? What kind of rod would have such vertical marks on it? I can't think of anything right now either. During the investigation, we need to pay special attention. Shen, how should we locate the person who cleaned up the scene? Let's visit the town and inquire. It's lunch for the baby. Okay, just a second. Let's visit the town and inquire. There might be valuable information. The buns were delivered to Lo Shiwen's at 7:45 a.m. And soldier arrived to guard the house 2 hours before, which is noon. The suspect must have entered and left the house during this time period. During the daytime, there is also a higher probability of witnesses. Meow, meow, meow. Okay. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I also got a little bowl for my hickory sticks so that I can stop being worried about crinkling the loud bag. Shen, did you notice a peculiar symbol at the signature of the letter? Yes, I noticed it too. For now, we are still not sure what it represents. We need to find more clues. Shen, during our inquiries in the town, is it necessary for us to focus on understanding Miss Liu's interpersonal relationships as well? You're right. That is a good starting point. Golden Words Publishing House is in Yangtze. Miss Liu doesn't seem to be a local person either. Her interpersonal relationships here should be relatively simple. You're welcome. There's a chance to find someone with a motive for murder. Sir. Alas, my heart is burdened with sorrow and worry. Sir, have you seen any suspicious individuals around here? I lament that my heart's desire remains unfulfilled. I have no words to express my sorrow. Shen, it seems like I didn't quite understand. Sir said he is troubled by something, and is not in the mood to talk until he solves it. Sir, what has been troubling you? I am sad and worried, as if a thorn is stuck in my throat. I looked up at the roof and sigh, alas!
Huh?
I imagine this is a bit... like, I wonder if he's speaking in, like, a much fancier dialect in Chinese, because I know they have a bit more regional dialects. But maybe it's just he's using, like, big words. It's hard to say. Or maybe it is just that he's being really flowery. Looking up at the roof and sighing. Was your trouble related to the eaves? It's my admission ticket on the thatched eaves. Wind bullies me because I seem old and weak. What the old scholar meant to say is, the wind swept his admission ticket onto the roof? You learn fast. Shen, it seems that you have started talking his way. Just a joke. Okay, see, like, you learn fast is not that flowery, so I wonder if it is, like, a dialect thing. He switched dialects for that line. Just a joke. Sir, we will find a way to help you get your admission ticket back. After that, could you please tell us what you have seen in the vicinity? I'll repay you for this great kindness. Okay. Afu, there's a ladder here, but it's already been damaged. If only I had brought my invention, the robot hand, I could easily grab things within reach. Long-distance water cannot quench immediate thirst, my brilliant inventor. Well, it is more practical to repair the ladder. The ladder is missing a crossbeam. We need to find a suitable material to replace it. I know, just the mats. Shen! Bamboo can be used to repair the ladder. Uncle, we are detectives helping investigate cases. Can you cut off a section of bamboo for us? We could use it as the beam for a ladder. As... beam? The ladder's... ladder beam. Oh, okay, alright. I heard Master Lo was murdered by his nephew. You also heard about this? Oh, you also heard about this? What a terrible thing. Lo Shen was incredibly lazy, loafing around all day, relied solely on his uncle. It's unbelievable he would kill his own uncle. It's a shame as so talented as someone as Master Lo had to come to such a tragic end. There you go. A section of bamboo long enough to be used for beam. Thank you! It's a beam! Hi, baby. Did you have a good lunch? I can handle that. It's done. Afu climbed onto the roof. It seems the paper on the roof isn't the admission ticket. You already knew it, Shen. Books annotation. Looks like a cover of a book. It is a book, but perhaps not a very good one. It is a cheating tool. How should we explain this to the old scholar? I have searched around on the roof, but there is only this piece of paper. Show it to him first. Maybe the bull's not nearly in your way. You can come off if you want. Okay. Percival, you don't need any hickory sticks, sir. Is this what you wanted? Please take a closer look. This is the floor. Oh, it indeed belongs to me. Thank you, gentlemen. You're welcome. Just help us with our investigation. Go ahead, go ahead. A dead body was found at Lo's house. Did you see anyone suspicious in or out this morning? This is a big matter indeed. I've got it. If it's a murder case, that man seems highly suspicious. The old scholar is a witness. That's great. Please provide more details about him. He has a snake head and rat's eyes, holding a weapon and carrying a box. He must be the murderer. I dare not speak without certainty, but I know that this object resembles an iron club. Resembling an iron club, then it is indeed possible to be the murder weapon. If you two apprehend the murder successfully, I will go to court to identify him. Haha, alright! Since it is finished, young man, could you help me take a look at the list?
Huh?
See the list? Sir, are you mistaken? This is not an admission ticket, but the cover of the 4 books' annotations. What? It's not my admission ticket? Alas, my admission ticket must have been left at home. The old scholar may have poor eyesight, but he walks quite steadily and fast. Resealed. Has Lo Shen been arrested? Justice will be served. Why he killed Master Lo? Who knows? Young lad, you seem to be extremely talented. A once-in-a-century genius. I have a secret book here. Would you like to take a look? You talk too fast. Can I get you to repeat that? We sell the posthumous books by Master Lo. Don't pass by, do not miss. Oh, whatever. Ghost in the Wells, Bell and Bones, Mysterious Echo, The Confined Room Mystery. Must read for fans of Master Lo. Some sort of something. Young lad, this is incredible. A ray of enlightenment is bursting from your eyes. You are truly a natural genius in reasoning. Did I really have such remarkable talent all along? Indeed! I, Lao Kwai have never misjudged anyone's abilities. If we could unlock the reasoning pathway in your mind, imagine the heights you could reach. How can I unlock the pathway to reasoning? You're lucky that I just opened my stall today and you happened to come by. Read 10 detective novels from my stall and you'll become the reincarnated Master Lo II. Mr. Hugh, we are investigating the murder at Lo Shen's house. May I ask you some questions? Sure, go ahead. Hydrate. I hadn't grabbed a water. I don't ever remember to drink water. That's why that hydrate button is there. I won't remember to drink it without you guys. How much do you know about Lo Shen? That ungrateful brat is truly the biggest mistake in Master Lo's life. Master Lo just spoiled him too much, that's why. What do you mean by that? He is completely dependent on Master Lo for his livelihood, yet he spoke evil of Master Lo. It seems like he feels Master Lo owes him something. Is it because he thought Master Lo's works were written by him? Just a few days ago he even claimed Master Lo would put his name on the novel. He doesn't deserve it. What was Master Lo's reaction to this? Master Lo simply smiled it off. Is it possible Lo Shiwen was telling the truth? Young lad, you have no idea what he could write. Once he braked near my bookstall. I couldn't stand it, so I let him write something. He struggled to write even a few words for a long time, and eventually went into a fit. Sure, go ahead. Do you know Liu Picheng? Are you referring to Miss Liu, the editor of the Golden Words publishing house? Master Lo's achievements today are largely due to Miss Liu's insight. I still have her business card. Did Miss Liu know many people in town? Has she ever had conflicts with anyone? I'm not sure about that. After all, I'm just a bookseller. Mr. Hu, you haven't told me how to unlock my pathways to reasoning yet. I selected a set of books for you. Once you finish them, you'll become a master of reasoning. You can start with these detective novels. Once you have gained some experience, you can start reading Sherlock Holmes. Save Master Lo's books for later. They are more advanced and require deeper understanding. Remember, it is not enough to just read once. You must read attentively, closely, repeatedly. As long as I read all of them, I will become a detective as skilled as Shen? Of course! I, Hu Lo Pei, have never lied. Would I sell books outside the court if I lied? Soldiers from the court often buy books from me. Each of them has a copy of Master Lao's book. Especially Officer Ma. He buys at least 10 copies whenever Master Lo releases a new book. Buddy, buying more than one copy won't help you read it faster or better. Maybe he's like sending them to relatives, or I don't know. Thought I muted that. Otherwise, could he become the sergeant? Alright. I hear Master Lo has passed away. Alas, my heart breaks. I love listening to his stories the most. Oh, really? Junta, this is Detective Mr. Shen that I mentioned. Shen, this is the blacksmith, Junta. He is highly skilled in ironwork. Junta, I would appreciate your help with the boat. I appreciate your help with the boat repair parts. You're welcome. Junta, we are looking into the murder case at Lo's house. Could we ask you some questions? No. Go ahead. I wonder if you've seen a rod with such vertical stripes, Junta? Rod? Not a clue. Vertical stripes? Looks familiar. Please tell us right now, what is this pattern? Vertical stripes? Definitely seen them before. Can't remember right now. Well, Chung-ta, last night, when you were making the parts for me, I came across a small booklet. The booklet had many illustrations of various weapons. Know where's gambling on bamboo? Ironwork manual. take it. Thank you, Chung-ta! Shen, the recent orders and blueprints of the blacksmith are all in here. It also has the customer's information. Can Chung-ta the blacksmith write? I heard from Chung-ta he came from a rich family. He even tended a private school for a few years. Later, his father smoked opium. He couldn't afford schooling and learned from blacksmith. Let's see what's inside. The old bamboo dealer requested to reinforce the handle of the bamboo cutting knife. Nope, wrong way. Judge Chang planned to gift an oxtail sword, adding 2 copper rings and cloud engravings. Oops, sorry. My problem... I want to be clear. The reason why I'm flipping backwards, I know that I need to flip this way for a book in Chinese. But this way is the way the pages need to... It's because it's the way... I think I have to click the this way arrow, and I think it's trying to emulate, like, the actual physical page turn is going this way. But I keep, like, pressing the this way button because I want to go this way in the book. Mr. Cow requested adding a rolling axis on the rolling pin to make rolling dough easier. Lo Pei wanted to order a sharp dagger for self-defense. The one stuck in his chest. So it looks like Lo Pei was killed by his own dagger. Ma brought his arm guards for improvement. Chung-ta suggested adding vertical straps. Judge Chang ordered an improved hoe to boost farming efficiency. The following pages are all about choppers, farm tools, and so on. Nothing special. Am I allowed to, like, circle on anything? No. Go ahead. Chung-ta, do you know anything about Lo Shiwen? Eccentric, unpredictable person. It seems Lo Shiwen has a really bad reputation in town. Even Chung-ta doesn't like him. Wonder why everyone disliked Lo Shiwen. Well, to be fair, even if it turns out it's true that that his uncle was ripping him off, like, he clearly has a temper and is a weirdo. Those can both be true. Always claims Lo Pei's books were written by him. Bored by his words. Go ahead. Chung-ta, do you know Liu Pichan? No, I don't. Go ahead. Alright, that's that, I guess. There's a bamboo cutting stand in the corner. And on its handle are tied 2 iron hoops. Rare weapon is a rod with 2 vertical stripes. Could it be the handle of the bamboo cutter? We can compare them to see. The shapes of the stripes is quite similar, but the spacing is inconsistent. The length of the handle is also not enough. Shen, this is cow snacks. I can already smell the delightful aroma coming from the steamer. Let's go have a chat. I love Shen. What would you like to order? Buns, cake, fried twists and noodles, wonton, tofu curd. No tasty, no penny. We're detectives and wrong voice. We're detectives investigating the murder case at Lo's house. May I ask you some questions? Feel free to ask. I'll definitely cooperate. Mr. Cao, how much do you know about Lo Shiwen? You know his uncle, Lo Pei, is a renowned writer, right? Our town, Perotown, was renamed because of him. Business and small shops have been booming due to an influx of readers attracted to our town. Please tell us what you know about Lo Shiwen. Ah, alas. Master Lo was highly esteemed, but never expected to end up with such an incompetent nephew. I'm gonna have to glue this. Lo Shiwen, a scholar, has passed the imperial examination. After the exam system was abolished, Lo Shiwen turned to opium in despair and lost everything. If it weren't for Master Lo taking him in and helping him quit smoking, I'm afraid he would... Opium is really evil! Did Lo Shiwen quit opium later? So I hear, but he still needs to take opium cessation drugs daily. Those drugs were also purchased for him by Lo Pei. Indeed, sounds like Lo Pei has treated Lo Shiwen quite well. Having such a good uncle was truly a blessing. Unfortunately, he's very ungrateful. I wonder if you know about Lo Pei. Lo Pei? Oh, you are referring to Miss Liu. Liu. That's right, it's her. Master Lo accompanied her to my stall several times to buy rice cakes. I've also seen her and Master Lo taking a photo together, right at the entrance of that alley. How is Miss Liu's relationship with others? I don't know how to say it. Liu seems like it's L-U. I'm gonna have to look up L-Y-E. Or, I'm gonna have to look up Miss Liao? I'm gonna have to look it up. She should only have one acquaintance in town, Master Lo. Had Miss Liu had any conflicts with anyone? I know nothing about that. Mr. Cao, please try to recall more carefully. See if you remember anything. Why don't you go and ask my son? Miss Liu and occasionally played with my son, so he might know her better. I wonder where your son is now? At this time, he should be playing by the creek. My son's name is Cao Ten. Wearing yellow clothes. Go try to find him. Feel free to ask. Here, so that one. Your steamed buns are so delicious. Is there a secret technique? Good steamed buns must be made with meat in good condition. Did Lo Shiwen often come here to buy steamed buns? Lo Shiwen is our regular customer. Usually, he prepaid for 5 days' worth of steamed buns. We deliver him to him every morning. Were steamed buns delivered to his house? Were the steamed buns delivered to his house this morning different from any of those other days? No difference. They were all freshly made. But I heard he has been arrested. Should we still deliver to him tomorrow? This is indeed a big problem. How about this? You deliver them to the court instead. Can you manage both the business stall and the food deliveries at the same time? Yangtze, the errand runner, takes care of the delivery orders. Where is Yangtze now? He is delivering rice noodles to those soldiers. I see. Thank you, Mr. Cow. Feel free to ask. I'll definitely cooperate. Oh. I want to reread Master Lo's books, in memory of him. I'm also going to do so. Hey, you can't go through here. Alright, I guess I won't. Why? My commander said no. Yeah. Afu, what's wrong? I suddenly remembered the business card I saw earlier. The seal on it looks somewhat familiar to me. Yes, it is a similar shape on this piece of evidence. So it was the letter! Yes, the outline of the seal matches perfectly with the symbol at the end of the letter. Yes, that must mean the strange symbol is the imprint left on the seal by the seal on the back of the paper. Exactly. Shen, if the person who wrote the letter is Miss Liu, wouldn't the whole situation be reversed? Very likely indeed. Inadequate doesn't really refer to Lo Shiwen, but Lo Pei. Editor responsible actually means Miss Liu felt sorry for her fault. Miss Liu wrote the letter to the publishing house seeking justice for Lo Shiwen. Not only that, but there are also annotations in a delicate handwriting on many of the discarded manuscripts. The handwriting in the annotation is the same as the handwriting in the letter. So the person revising Lo Shiwen's manuscripts was Miss Liu after all. I have to look up how to say that name. Shen, let's hurry. Oh, right, I have the... It's not. Tian Tian! Hey, little one! May I ask if you are Tian Tian? Yeah, you know me? We are detectives, and we are catching bad guys. Would you like to help us? Liu? Liu. Alright. Liu. We are detectives and we are catching bad guys. Would you like to help us? I love detectives the most. I want to be a detective when I grow up. May I ask you a few questions? And will you answer them seriously? Yes! Do you know a lady with short hair, round face, and glasses? Yes, I do. That's Sister Liu. She is not a bad person. Sister Liu was bullied by some bad people. Have you seen anyone who bullies her? Master Lo is the bad person. He insulted Mr. Liu, even pushed her right here in this courtyard. When did it happen? The day before yesterday. Did you hear what they were arguing about? Let me think. Sister Liu was talking about something like Kowa.
Huh?
Kowa? Shen, do you know what Kowa is? Tian, are you sure Sister Liu said that? Yes, Sister Liu did say that. I heard it clearly. Then, Master Lo got angry. Very, very angry. Then he pushed Sister Liu. Detective, Master Lo is a bad person. Go and catch him now. Well... Tian, once the truth is found out, we will make sure the bad guys are punished. That's great. Then I'll go continue playing. Alright. Shen, what exactly does Kowa that Tian meant? What exactly does Kowa that Tian mentioned mean? I imagine he means I've forgotten his name. Not Lo Shiwen, Lo Mai? Because the thing is, the nephew doesn't get called master by anyone. Lo Pei is the only one who has the title master. It's probably translating to whatever the suffix for, like, older respectable man is. And it doesn't seem that anyone calls Lo Shiwen master. So I don't think Tian would... I don't think he's overheard anyone call Lo Shiwen Master Lo. They only seem to call Lo Pei that. But I'm not positive. Yeah, see? The Lo Pei. So you have to figure that they're understanding which one he means because of the, like, suffix that they've given him. In translation, it's a prefix. So to us, they've translated it to Master Lo. But that prefix doesn't apply to Lo Shiwen. Turning up my fan a little. So anytime you hear that someone say Master Lo, you can assume that they mean Lo Pei. Because whatever suffix they are translating from clearly doesn't apply to Lo Shiwen. Regardless of what it means, if there was a heated argument between Lo Pei and Miss Liu, Lo Pei may indeed have had a motive to commit murder in that case. Is it possible that Lo Pei is the one who killed Miss Liu? No, that's not right. When Miss Liu was killed, Lo Pei had already been murdered. Could it be possible that Lo Shiwen disguised himself as Lo Pei and had an argument with Miss Liu? Lo Wen deceived me because I had never seen Lo Pei before. It's hard to say whether he could deceive Liu Chen or not. Detective, I have another question to ask you. What question? If ants are moving, does that mean it's going to rain? If it's going to rain, I need to tell my daddy to close the stall in advance. Ants are sensitive to changes in air humidity, so... But the weather doesn't seem like it's going to rain. Tian, you got it wrong. Do you see the white crumbs on the back of the ants? Those are the food they are carrying. There's food inside the dry well. White crumbs. A food. It's possible there's something in the well. Rice cake. Good job, Tian. Thanks, Tian. You gave us a very important clue. Actually, two very important. Baby Tian here has been our best witness in the whole game so far. Shen, I'll go down and have a look. Can you go down? The width is just right for me. If I were any bigger, I probably wouldn't be able to get in. Let's go first find a road, then go down the well. The bottom of the well is deep, and the opening is narrow. Be cautious. A moment later. There he goes. Shen! Either Afu is pretty light, or Shen is surprisingly strong for a scholar. Or both. Shen, I found Frank! Shen, I found some rice cakes, some rice quates, and a belt for a coat down there in the well. There was a discarded rake head in the well as well. The belt was hooked onto it. The rice cakes are all smashed. Took me a while to pick them up. This belt was the one on Lo Pei's coat. I saw it last night. The belt also has bloodstains on it. Now we can report to Judge Chang. We only found fragments of the coat in the brazier. Now we have new evidence. Why didn't Lo Wen dispose of the belt and coat together? Let's think about it later. I just made another discovery. Shen, look at this. There's a thin red and yellow thread in the brick concaves of the wall. This thin thread is relatively clean and brightly colored, as if not exposed to the sun and rain. Must have been stuck here recently. Then I will also keep it. Shen, someone is banging on the drum. Seems like the sound is coming from the direction of the court. Let's go take a look. I do wish that they were voice acted a bit more, because I really love Shen's voice. It's very like even and respectable. Like I really like it. Charred fragments of a coat were found in Lo Shiwen's charcoal brazier. Brazier. The fabric of the coat is distinctive. I shouldn't be mistaken. But why didn't Lo Shiwen burn the entire piece of clothes? Why did he only throw the belt into the dry well?
沈先生，俺正找你们呢。
Mr. Shen, I was just looking for you.
知县大人，让去衙门一趟。
Lord has asked to go to the court.
发生什么了？
What's up?
有人来敲了堂鼓，说是见到了凶手。
Someone has come and banged the drum, saying he has seen the murderer.
真的吗？报案人是谁啊？
Wow, is it true? Who is the person that reported it?
俺不知道，俺只负责喊人。
I don't know. I'm only responsible for running errands.
既然这样，一起去看看情况。
Since that's the case, let's go together and see what's happening. The courtroom.
既然沈先生也到了，那就升堂吧。
Since Mr. Shen is also here, let's begin.
传击鼓者入堂。
Solemn silence is what the guys chanted while they hit the thing. Bring in the person who beat the drum. It's the old man. He's coming very slowly.
老先生，你姓甚名谁？为何击鼓呀？
Excuse me, sir. What is your name and why did you beat the drum?
禀大人，老朽姓周，单名一个进字。
Your Honor, my name is Cho Ching.
吾听闻罗家发生了命案，想起曾目睹凶手犯案。
I heard about the murder in Lo's house. It reminded me that I had witnessed the crime.
特来衙门指认。
I'm here to identify the murderer.
哦，
Oh? I don't really need to translate that, but...
你当真亲眼看到凶手了？
Did you really witness the murder with your own eyes?
诚然如此。
Indeed, I did.
那就把你知道的一五一十的讲来。
Then tell me everything you know in detail.
是。
Okay.
今日乃是放榜之日，吾一早便去那榜墙附近等候。
Insanely unreliable witness, unfortunately. This, Your Honor, this witness could not identify a paper when handed directly to him, so... The exam results came out today. I went to wait near the announcement wall early in the morning.
放榜之日，
The day the Imperial examination results are released.
对啊，今日是同生市的放榜日啊。
Yes, today is the day the candidate examination results are announced.
你既是去看榜的，又怎会目击到发生在罗家的凶案？
How could you witness the murder in Lo's house if you went to see the announcement?
禀大人，罗家距榜墙不远。
Your Honor, Lo's house is not far from the announcement wall.
哦，继续说吧。
Ah. Go ahead.
为活动筋骨，四处走动，俄尔便见到一人走出罗家。
I was walking around for some exercise when I suddenly saw a man leaving Lo's house.
此人行色匆匆，竟忘了锁门。
He was in a hurry and forgot to lock the door.
吾好奇望去，却瞥见一人沉尸屋内，奇形怪异，奇状可怖啊！
I looked over curiously, only to glimpse a dead body inside. Strange and horrible.
吾心中害怕，不敢再看，亦不敢多言，直到大人们问起。
I was scared. I didn't look or say anything more until Your Honor asked me.
此后，吾仍在附近，直到放榜，再未见任何人出入。
After that, I stayed nearby until the results were released, but saw no one else enter or leave.
走出罗家的这个人是谁？你可还记得？
Who was the person that walked out of Lo's house? Do you still remember?
吾记得此人獐头鼠目，不像好人。
I remember. He has a snake's head and rat's eyes. He doesn't seem like a good person.
你过来辨认一下，这是你见到的人吗？
Come here and identify. Is this the person you saw?
就是此人，就是此人。
It's him! It's him!
看到那个食盒，我就猜是杨二。
When I saw that food box, I guessed it must be Yang
这小子有偷盗前科，还偷过罗翁的东西。
This guy has a criminal record of theft. He once stole things from Master Lo.
把他提前扣住，果然没错。
I was right to detain him in advance.
大人，小人真是冤枉啊！
Judge Chang, I am really wronged.
十里八乡谁不知道小人最为古道热肠，助人为乐，侠肝义胆。
Everyone knows I am the most warm-hearted, helpful, chivalrous.
我怎么会杀人呢？
How could I kill someone?
这贼人还敢嘴硬！
How dare you talk back, you thief!
来人，大刑伺候！
Come, men, prepare for severe punishment.
且慢，
Wait a minute.
仅凭周老先生的证言，无法认定杨二是凶手。
Mr. Cho's testimony alone is insufficient to establish Yang as the murderer.
又是你，
You again.
周老爷子亲眼所见，还能有假？
Mr. Cho saw it with his own eyes. How could it be false?
周老先生肯仗义直言，十分难得。不过，
It is rare to find someone like Mr. Cho who is willing to speak out for justice. However,
他证言中的部分描述与现场情况似有出入。
some of his testimony seems to be inconsistent with the on-site situation.
不知沈先生有何高见呢？
I wonder what Mr. Shen has to say.
张大人，我希望对周老先生进行质询。
Judge Chang, I wish to cross-examine Mr. Cho.
这个何为质询呢？
What do you mean, cross-examine?
我会一句一句地回顾周老先生刚才说的话，对有问题的句子提出质疑。
I will review Mr. Cho's words sentence by sentence. Question any problematic statements.
然后将有疑问的证言与收集到的证物进行比对。
Then I will compare the questionable testimony with the collected evidence. Well, to be fair, Pocket Cow. While it is worth questioning him about to gather further information, we do already know that somebody went and cleaned up probably after the food delivery. since the food delivery didn't have footprints. So, however, it is still worth pointing out because that means somebody else came in after. If it's true that he saw the body. But it's worth pressing.
如果找到了与证言描述有矛盾的证物，我会出示给您看。
If I find evidence that contradicts the testimony, I will present it to you for examination.
那就即刻开始吧。
Let's begin immediately then. Yeah, I mean, he might still be
今日
wrong.
乃是放榜之日，我一早便去那榜墙附近等候。
But the wardrobe might have been open at the time, for example. We'd have exact evidence that some sort of cleanup occurred. So we can't necessarily know for sure that he definitely didn't see her. We just know there's more to it than that.
吾为活动筋骨，四处走动，俄尔便见到一人走出罗家。此人张头鼠目，正是那跑腿的杨二。他行色匆匆，竟忘了锁门。吾好奇望去，却瞥见一人沉尸屋内，其状相当可怖。 吾心中害怕，不敢再看，亦不敢多言，直到大人们问起。此后，吾仍在附近，直到放榜，再未见任何人出入。
All right. Early in the morning. Let's look at our... Okay, so it was delivered early in the morning. By the way, thank you for joining me. But we will start with that, the fact that he shouldn't have been able to see the body, and see if we can get more information at the least.
老先生，您说在嫌犯离开罗家时，看到有人沉尸屋内。
Sir, you mentioned... See, the problem is that basically, if it's true that no one else entered, then the person he saw was the one that cleaned up, which means the body needed to have been unseen. So either he's wrong about seeing the body, or he's wrong about no one else entering. One of the two things has to be false. Though I suppose there's a difference between not seeing anyone enter and no one else entering. Sir, you mentioned you saw someone dead inside the house when the suspect left Lo's house.
但是，尸体是在衣柜内被发现的。
So remember, what we're trying to prove is not that necessarily that he's a liar, but that Mr. Chow isn't the murderer. So it's still a contradiction because it's like, okay, this means someone else was in there after. And at the very least, we need to look into that. However, the body was found inside the wardrobe.
当时那个衣柜还上了锁。
At that time, the wardrobe was locked.
您怎么可能看到屋内有尸体呢？
How could you possibly see a body inside the house?
这
I...
会不会周老先生看到的是凶手刚做完案时屋内的情况？
Could it be that Mr. Chow saw the scene in the house right after the killer committed the crime?
不会。
No, because we know her time of death. So it wasn't right after he committed the crime. but maybe right before the cleanup.
因为吕先生是在夜半子时前后遇害，
Because Miss Liu was killed around midnight.
而周老先生天亮后才到罗家附近。
And Mr. Chow didn't arrive near Lo's. Again, that just means the closet wasn't closed, although it would be pretty unlikely for them to put her in a closet and then leave the closet open and then close the closet later. It's unlikely, but possible technically. Mr. Chow didn't arrive near Lo's house until after daybreak.
沈先生，你说的这个死亡时间准确吗？
Mr. Shen, is the time of death you mentioned accurate?
这是我根据尸体表征初步分析得出的。
This is my preliminary analysis based on the body's characteristics.
本衙门的仵作乌大娘正在验尸，目前尚未给出结论。
Auntie Vu, our coroner, is currently conducting the autopsy. No conclusion has been reached yet.
你光看了眼尸体就敢说时间？
You dare to tell the time of death just by glancing at the body?
死亡时间的问题，确实有赖仵作做进一步判断。
Indeed, the time of death relies on the coroner's further assessment.
但这并不影响我的推论。
But that doesn't affect my inference.
据周老先生所说，他是见到有人从罗家出来没锁门，才好奇张望。
Mr. Chow said he looked over curiously because someone left Lo's house without locking the door.
同时，他也说过，在嫌犯离开后，再没有人出入过罗家。
He also mentioned no one entered or left Lo's house after the suspect left.
若真是如此，地上的尸体是怎么被反锁进衣柜的呢？
Yeah, that's the rub. Those can't both be true. Shen saying, even if I'm wrong about the time of death. If that is indeed the case, how did the body end up locked inside the wardrobe?
老爷爷，看到尸体的事儿是您杜撰的吧？
Sir, did you fabricate the story about seeing the body?
虽未曾见，但想来是如此。
I have not personally witnessed it. I believed it to be the case. So basically, he highly suspected it was this guy, but he worried his testimony of just being around there wasn't enough. Or he went to go testify and he was worried that it sounded weak, so it's actually pretty common for people to go to testify, realize, wait, am I wasting everyone's time? Is my testimony really weak? I'll embellish it a little bit. You get, like, nervous for being on the spot. This is a hell of an embellishment, though. This is a matter of life and death. How can you take it for granted? Alas.
但无论如何，周老爷子都看到了杨二鬼鬼祟祟地从罗世文家出来。
Nevertheless, Mr. Chow did see Yang Er sneaking out of Lo Shiwen's house.
是也不是？
Yes or no?
尸体之事，无妄断矣。
I've made a hasty judgment about the matter of the body.
然，吾所见之人是杨二不假。
However, the person I saw was indeed Yang Er, without a doubt.
周老先生，你如何能确定从罗家出来的人就是杨二？
Mr. Cho, how can you be certain the person leaving Lo's house was none other than Yang Er?
此人打扮怪异，吾与其擦肩而过，留有深刻印象。
I had a close encounter with this person. His peculiar attire made a deep impression on me.
如何怪异？
In what way was his attire peculiar?
头缠白巾，手持棍棒，身负香笼，獐头鼠目，不像好人。
He wore a white turban, he held a rod, carried a box. He didn't look like a good person.
你还见到其他人出入罗家了吗？
Have you seen anyone else coming in or out of Lao's house?
应该是没有了。
Seems there's no one else.
应该。
Seems?
我记不清了，恐言多有事。
I can't recall clearly. I'm afraid more words means more mistakes.
望大人们容老朽再想一想。
Please allow me to think it over.
那先一旁想着去吧。
Then go think about it for a while.
大人，眼下还不能排除那杨二的嫌疑。
Lord, at present we cannot rule out the suspicion on Yang
说不定他进过2次现场，一次杀人，一次藏尸体。
It's possible he entered the scene twice, once to commit the murder and once to hide the body. It's possible.
沈先生，你怎么看？
Mr. Shang, what do you think?
不妨先询问杨二看看。
It would be advisable to question Yang first and see what he has to say.
行，那就审一审杨二。
All right. Let's proceed to question Yang then.
小子，问你话了。
Young man, we have questions for you.
大人们只管问，小的肯定有什么说什么。
Sir, feel free to ask. I will certainly speak to whatever I know.
今天早上，罗世文家中的包子是你送的吗？
Were you the one who delivered the steam buns to Lo Shiwan's house this morning?
是小人送的。
Yes, it was me who delivered them.
十里八乡谁不知道小人最为古道热肠，助人为乐，侠肝义胆。
Yep. What was his name? I do know it, but I don't want to sit here and think about it. Who in the neighborhood doesn't know I'm the most warm-hearted, helpful, chivalrous...
别扯没用的。
Don't talk nonsense.
周老头指控你杀人藏尸，你有何话说？
Old Chow accuses you of murder and hiding the body. What do you have to say about it? Chifu, yes.
冤枉啊，大人！
I am being wrongly accused, sir.
小人平日里规规矩矩的，别说是大活人了，就算是畜生也没杀过呀。
I am a well-behaved person. I have never killed a living creature, let alone a human being.
周老先生看到你从罗世文家出来，你又作何解释？
Mr. Chow saw you coming out of Lo Shiwan's house. How do you explain that?
他肯定是看错了。
He must have mistaken me for someone else.
杨二，早上你到底做过什么？如实招来。
Yang what did you do this morning? Come clean and tell the truth.
是。
Yes.
从罗佩家出来后，小的就赶紧回店铺。
After leaving Lo Pei's house, I quickly returned to my shop.
可还是被高老板数落了，毕竟早上的单子都没送。
But I still got scolded by my boss Cao because I failed to deliver the morning orders.
那小人肯定得赶紧快马加鞭，马不停蹄的补送。
I had to rush, deliver the orders as quickly as possible without stopping for a moment.
等送到罗世文那单的时候，已经赶上进度了。
By the time I delivered the order to Lo Shiwen, I had already caught up with the schedule.
早上你已目睹罗世文被捕，为何还去他家送包子？
No, he said he did deliver them on time. You saw Lo Shiwen be arrested in the morning. Why did you still deliver the buns?
既然客人下过单，不管他吃不吃，小人也得送，不是吗？
If the customer orders, no matter whether he eats it or not, I have to deliver it, right? After Lo Pei. Right, that's the guy who died. That was late in the night. Then he said he was running late, but by the time he got to Lo Shiwen, he was back on schedule, is what he just claimed. Whether he's telling the truth or not, but what he just claimed is by the time he got to Lo Shiwen, he was back on schedule, because he rushed through the others. Well, we'll see when we review it.
明白，请继续说。
Understood. Please go ahead.
小人在罗世文家门口敲了半天的门，但一直没人应。
I knocked on the door of Lo Shiwen's house for quite a while, but there was no response.
我本想把食盒放在门口的，谁知道门没锁，轻轻一推就开了。
I don't know why no one was answering at the door of the man I already knew was arrested. I intended to leave the food box at the doorstep, but the door opened easily with a gentle push.
小人担心包子被狗偷食了，回头被高老板看见再遭数落，就进了屋。
Don't forget that it's a pretty small town, so when he had to do all of the orders in the morning, it might have only taken like 20 minutes. And we know it was very early that we got arrested. I feared the buns would be stolen by a dog, and Mr. Kao would scold me again, so I went inside.
进屋后，小人把食盒放在门边矮桌上，就赶去送下一家了。
I placed the food box on a small table by the door, then hurried to the next customer.
当时在屋内有人吗？
Was there anyone inside the house at that time?
什么人都没有。
There was not anyone inside the house at all.
那你刚进屋的时候，可曾注意到什么异常？
When you first entered the house, did you notice anything unusual?
异常？好像也没什么异常啊。
Unusual? Seemed like there was nothing unusual when I entered the house.
奇怪，那件事他不应该注意不到。
Strange. You shouldn't have overlooked something like that.
杨二，你进屋后除了放食盒，还干了什么？
Yang what did you do after entering the house and placing the food box?
小人放下食盒后就空手回去了，还有单子要跑，可耽误不起。
On placing the box, I returned, empty-handed. I had other orders. I couldn't afford any delays.
可能我出来时正好被周老爷子看见了吧，就产生了误会而已。
Maybe Mr. Chao happened to see me when I came out. He misunderstood me.
沈先生，这次你怎么看？
Mr. Shen, what do you think?
杨二所说的6句证言中，有一处说法与周老先生的证言存在矛盾。
The 6 statements made by Yang in his testimony contradict one of Mr. Chao's statements. Do you guys know which one?
小人在罗世文家门口敲了半天的门，但我本想把食盒放在门口的，谁知道门没锁，轻轻一推就开了。小人担心包子被狗偷食了，回头被高老板看见再遭数落，就进了。屋内空无一人，小人也没发现什么异常。
The part that we haven't already determined was a lie.
小人把食盒放在了门边的矮桌上，就赶紧空手回去了。可能我出来时正好被周老爷子看见了吧，就产生了误会而已。
杨二， 你还不清楚自己的处境吗？
Yanger, aren't you already aware of your own situation? The box is the delivery box on his back.
为什么要撒谎？
Why did you lie?
小的，没。
I didn't.
周老先生看到你从罗家出来时，手中拿着一根棍棒，那是什么？
Mr. Charles saw you coming out of Lo Shiwen's house with a rod in your hand. What was that? And by the way, we already know the answer to this if you paid attention to the background art while they were talking.
没有的事儿。
There was nothing.
罗氏文家的墙上原本挂着一幅画，现在却不见了。
There used to be a painting hanging on the wall of Lo Shiwen's house, but now it's gone.
是被你拿走的吧？
You took it, didn't you?
进罗家后，你确认屋内无人，便起了偷盗之心。
After entering Lo's house and confirming no one inside, you had the intention to steal.
墙上的挂画，屋内稍有价值的瓷器都被你拿走了。
You took away the painting on the wall and the valuable porcelain items from the house.
你有盗窃前科。
We totally see those in his
此类
little
顺手牵羊的事
flashback cutscene.
想必不是第一次做。
You have a history of theft. This kind of opportunistic act may not be your first time.
而周老先生看到的棍棒，
The rod Mr. Chow saw
其实是一轴卷起来的画。
was actually the rolled up painting.
这
I
我就说嘛，这小子贼心不改。
told you so. This guy's thieving nature never changes.
竟敢在公堂上一而再、再而三的撒谎，
How dare you repeatedly lie in the courtroom?
人是你杀的吗？
Did you kill Miss Liu?
饶命！大人饶命啊！
Forgive me, sir. Forgive me. Look at your.
小人一时贪财，被猪油蒙了心，但小人真的没有杀人呐。
I was greedy for money. I was momentarily blinded by greed, but I really didn't kill anyone.
那幅画也不是小人取下来的，小人进去时已经收在桌子上了。
The painting was not taken down by me. When I entered, it was already on the table.
大胆刁民！若再不说实话，杖刑伺候。
Bold villain. If you do not speak the truth any longer, caning punishment will be served.
小人知错了，真的知错了。
I realize my mistake. I really realize my mistake.
刚才小人除了偷盗一事没说之外，真的句句属实啊。
Apart from me not mentioning the act of theft earlier, everything else I said is true, I promise.
小人这就将东西归还，马上归还，立刻归还。
I will return the stolen items at once. Right away. Immediately.
麻布头，等下你带人随杨二去看看，他从屋里都拿走了什么东西。
Officer Ma, gather a team and go with Yanger to see what he has taken from the house.
是。
Yes.
沈先生，若杨二真的只是偷窃，
Mr. Shen, if Yanger is indeed guilty of theft only,
那这个案子该从何查起？
then how should we go ahead with the murder trial?
恐怕还得回到周老先生的证言。
I'm afraid we'll have to go back to Mr. Chow's testimony.
此话怎讲啊？
What do you have in mind?
我和阿福调查现场时发现，有人清理了现场的脚印。
When Afu and I were investigating the scene, we found the footprints had been cleaned up.
可能是杨二，也可能在他之后， 还有其他人出入过。
It could be Yangar, or there might be others who have been in and out after him.
周老先生一整个上午都待在罗家附近，是目前唯一的目击者。
Mr. Charles stayed near Lo's house through the entire morning.
周老先生，你回想的如何了？
Mr. Cho, how is your memory recall going?
各位大人，老朽站久了，头昏眼花，不知能否再容些时间？
My lords, I feel dizzy and faint after so long. Can I have more time, please?
也罢，
All right then.
咱们歇息一会儿，再继续审理。
Let's take a break and continue the trial later. At first I thought, Afu was coming up to talk to us, and I was just like waiting. I'm like, okay, what do you have to say? Alright. Antivu! Shen, is that Antivu standing on the steps, whom Officer Ma mentioned? I just met her at Lo Shiwen's house. I heard from the soldiers that she is a very skilled coroner, but she doesn't look like it. Little brat! Do you think my ears are not working? Antivu. Afu speaks frankly. Please forgive him. Are you the scholar who found the corpse? Nice to meet you, Antivu. I am Sheng Chengpin. Fairly polite. Auntie, has Miss Liu's autopsy been completed, I wonder? You don't know the rules. Are you allowed to inquire about the autopsy? Miss Liu's death is mysterious. I also want to do my best to help in any way I can. I haven't finished my examination yet. Wait a little longer. When I have the results, I will report it to the judge accordingly. There are several red and black rods inserted on the shelf. Oh, that's a foo, sorry. The rods don't have any grooves on them, so it seems they are not the murder weapon. They are water fire rods. In the courtroom, if a suspect refused to confess, they may be taken to the yard and whipped. Such a thick rod. It would surely be painful to be whipped with it, wouldn't it? After dozens of lashes, the skin would split open. Flesh torn, blood splattered. Ugh, such a severe beating. Surely one would confess to anything and have no strength to refute. What if it turns out to be a mistake in the end? What should be done then? Forcing confessions through torture has led to numerous wrongful convictions throughout history. The case of Yang Wu and Xiao Chai over a few decades ago was just an example of my apologies. Indeed, such practices are far too arbitrary and unjust. Precisely because of this, we must value evidence and uncovering the truth through it. Shen, a dog is eating steamed buns. What a cute dog. I guess I don't want to look at that steamed bun any more than that. These swords on the rack look quite impressive. Oxtail swords. These are standard issue equipment for court officials. Soldier, has Lo Shiwen woken up? Yes. When the court session began, he woke up. I would like to have a talk with him. Would it be possible to arrange for that? The Lord has instructed. If Detective Shen is investigating the case, we should cooperate.
我当谁来了？
I was thinking, who was coming?
原来是让我身陷囹圄的大侦探呢。
It's the great detective who trapped me here.
莫非你是来向我炫耀才智的？
Are you here to showcase your intelligence to me?
我想向你询问一些事情。
I'm here to ask you something.
你是想问我为何要杀罗佩吧？
You are here to ask me why I killed Lo Pei.
那我只能说他是咎由自取。
My answer is that he brought it upon himself.
不，我要问的是吕碧城的事。
No. I want to ask about is Lo Pei Chen.
吕碧城是谁？
Who is Lo Pei Chen?
不认识。
I don't know her.
金瓷书局的吕碧城，罗佩的书都是他帮出的，你怎么可能不认识他？
Miss Liu from Golden Words helped Lo Pei publish his books. How is it possible you don't know her?
啊，你说书局的吕修传，我还没反应过来。
You were talking about Miss Liu. Miss Liu.
他的事，你该去问罗佩啊，跟
You
我
should
有
ask-
什么关系？
You should ask Lo Pei about her. She has nothing to do with me.
哦，差点忘了，罗佩已经回答不了问题了呢。
Ah, I almost forgot. Lo Pei cannot answer any more questions now.
吕先生的尸体在你衣柜里，我们不问你问谁？
Miss Liu's body is in your wardrobe. Who should we ask but you?
他与罗佩狼狈为奸，活该。
She colluded with Lo Pei. They deserved it.
狼狈为奸，
Colluded.
说了你也不信，
Even if I told you, you wouldn't believe it.
孤尽孤还，同中枯骨，鬼灭回声，还有侠客段奇案。
It sounds like at the very most, though, he had these ideas for books and his uncle wrote them. Because his writing is awful, but he has good ideas. So he's not, his uncle at most wasn't wholesale stealing his books. Still shit thing to do. Ghost in the Well, Bells and Bones, Mysterious Echo, Swordsman Case.
我世文可是这些小说的共撰人呢。
I am the co-author on these novels.
小说里那些杀人的诡计，都是我想的。
The tricks in those novels, they're all my own creations.
前段时间，我又想到一集。
Recently, I came up with another trick.
如此妙计，怎能不让罗佩自己尝一尝？
Such a brilliant plan. How could Lo Pei not experience it himself?
要不是你们，我早就成功了。
If it weren't for you guys, I would have succeeded.
那吕先生呢？
What about Miss Liu?
他也一样，该死。
I have the feeling he was never fully stable. Like, his uncle stealing his ideas is pretty shit of him. But his uncle was paying for all of his food, all of his whatever. And even if he wasn't, it's not a good reason to kill somebody. And he's not like, oh, it was he was arguing with me and I, like, it would still be bad, but if it was a situation where it was like we were fighting about the manuscripts again and I lost it and I hit him and then he died and I freaked out and I felt really bad. Still not okay, but you can, like, at least see how that happens. This was like, I wanted to go full Moriarty. I was going to kill him, and I was going to kill him with style. Like, he thinks of himself as someone who is not only going to do a murder, a premeditated murder, but a murder with style. Like, one of those people who's like, oh, you know, I have something to prove. That is... It takes... He's never fully been there, clearly. She's the same. She should die. She told me she would credit my name on all Lo Pei's novels. Last night she came to me, making promises and swearing she would expose Lo Pei. Uncle died by Lo Wen stabbed him, but made a bunch of arrangements for the door to seem locked behind him, and we were in the room, so it looked like we definitely killed him. But his original intention was to have his uncle kill himself, and then faked the locker room, so it would look like he definitely committed suicide, but he had to pivot to a locked room with us inside, so it looked like it was us, and we proved that it wasn't really locked. Right. It's not just... Exactly. It's like 3 tiers of, it's not just murder in a crime of passion, it's not just premeditated, it's like murder with flair. It's the kind of thing that often will go on to become, like, ritualistic killing or serial killing, because you have that, like, need for it to be... have flair about it. Last night she came to me making promises, swearing she would expose Lo Pei. Like, it's one of those things where, like, it's hard to tell, because opium is a very... It's a very damaging drug. So I would guess he probably just was, like, a little rough around the edges. And opium, like, did a lot of damage to us, because opium does a lot of brain damage. Like, it really fucks you up. It's one of the hard ones. But what actually happened? Check the newspaper. New book, authored by Lo Pei, edited by Lo Pei. You think I'm a fool? She even went to cry by the creek. Such a pretentious act. Why are you silent? Why don't you talk? It seems like at this point he's like, well, if I'm caught already, I'm gonna be known as, like, a master of crime. So he's decided he's taking the blame for... he seems to be trying to imply he's like, well, fine, I killed- yeah, she deserved it too. I got her too. I see. Well, maybe not. Maybe he's not pretending he did it. Oh, no, he definitely didn't. Well, I guess not definitely, but time of death-wise, we don't think he did it at this point. I think. Great Detective Shen. Couldn't solve the second case. Came to me for help.
看你紧锁眉头的样子，真的很让人愉悦呢。
Seeing the furrowed brow on your face, it truly brings joy to me.
你们几个要聊到什么时候？
You guys, how long are you going to keep chatting?
罗世文，等下打板子的时候，看你还笑不笑？
Lo Shiwen. Let's see if you'll still be smiling when it's time for your punishment.
马捕头，我们在询问作案动机呢。
Officer Ma, we are inquiring about the motive for the crime.
那周老头休息好了。
Old Cho has recovered well.
蒙县老爷赏识，让你们去公堂旁听。
Lord appreciates your help and allows you to attend the court.
别不识抬举，速速动身。
Don't be ungracious. Hurry up and move.
看来只能先去公堂了。
Seems we'll have to go to the court first.
先生，刚才罗世文说的话算认罪吗？
Is it a confession, what Lo Shiwen said just now?
要不要把他说的告诉县老爷？
Should we report what he said to the judge?
先听听周老先生怎么说吧。
Let's first hear what Mr. Cho has to say before making a decision.
升堂。
Rise to the court.
我们继续调查吕碧城被杀一案。
We will continue investigating the murder case of Liu Peichen.
请周老先生再讲一遍今早的经历。
Please tell us again about your experience this morning, Mr. Chu.
这次不容有误。
This time there must be no mistake.
是。
Okay.
今日同事放榜，吾早早便去等候。
The results of the candidate exam were to be released today. I went to wait for them early.
等待期间，吾四处踱步，无意间看到一人从罗家走出。
During the wait, I strolled around and saw someone coming out of Lo's house.
此人头缠白巾，手持棍棒，身负香笼，应是那跑腿的杨二。
He wore a white turban, held a rod, and carried a box. He should be Yang the errand runner.
杨二离开后，你是否仍在罗世文家附近停留？
After Yang left, did you continue to stay near Lo Shiwen's house?
诚然如此。直到带到的官爷来守现场后，吾方才离开。
Indeed, that's right. I didn't leave until the armed officer arrived to guard the scene.
这段时间，你都看到什么了？
During that time, what did you see?
未见任何异常。
I did not observe anything unusual during that time.
而后，同事放榜，吾发现福票丢失，再无心他物。
Then the results were announced. I found my ticket was missing. I lost interest in all else.
那你可曾见到其他人出入罗世文家？
Did you see anyone else enter or leave Lo Shiwen's house?
未见第二人出入。
I did not see any other person coming in or out.
老爷，您确定没有看漏？
Sir, are you sure you didn't miss anything?
吾细细回想过了，确无疏漏。
I have carefully recalled. I have confirmed that I did not miss anything.
周老头，你这次说的可都是实话？
Old Cho, Are you telling the truth this time?
不敢妄言，句句属实。
I dare not speak falsely. Every statement is true.
沈先生，你怎么看？
Mr. Shen, what do you think?
先生，老爷这次说的跟之前好像也没什么不同。
Shen, the old scholar's response this time seems to be no different than before.
恰恰相反，周老先生这次提到了一个新信息，让我们再质询一次。
On the contrary, he did mention new information this time. Let's start questioning once again.
今日同事放榜，吾早早便去等候。等待期间，吾四处踱步，无意间看到一人从罗家走出。此人头缠白巾，手持棍棒，身负香笼，应是那跑腿的杨二。杨二离开后，吾仍在罗家附近踱步。
Well, he knows it's a scene now.